Hello, 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 and welcome, my Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next May to June 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am. No planets in Capricorn, but some days I wish I did because you all are really loyal and hardworking, and I really, really value that. If you are new to my channel, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel if you so feel it. Hit the notification bell because I am pretty much putting out content every single day, if not these recorded videos and live streams, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the night, sometimes both, to help us get through this challenging time on planet Earth. And doing prayers and meditations, and sometimes we just chat and make each other laugh, right? Anything to get us through this. As well as I am taking some of my old back catalog from my VIMEO.com, Vimeo on demand stuff, pulling out the prayers and the meditations and posting them. So pretty much trying to put out content every single day. And by all means, feel free to comment in the comment section below. I am going to start taking Saturdays and Sundays off because I'm burning out really quickly with that kind of schedule, but there will still be content, at least live streams every now and again. Cool, cool. That being said, let's get down to business for this read. This is a general read, my Capricorn, my goats, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a what do I need read, asking really 5 different divination systems what the Capricorns need, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Gemini on May 25th, all the way through to the full moon in Sagittarius, June 5th. It's a Friday to a Friday, so getting these out in plenty of time, but remember, no matter when you watch this is when you are supposed to watch it, right? Not technically timeless, it's timed to half of a moon cycle, the waxing phase. But when you watch it is when you're supposed to watch it. I gotta trust that at this point, because it seems to be working out that way. That being said, please focus on your breath. I will do the same. This way you can take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and you'll have the time to check your other signs, because I'm only pulling 5 cards. And I will do the same so that I can bring you through the clearest guidance and grace that I can get from my pantheons of the divine. Let's do this. All the decks that I read are in the bottom of the description box. It was a little tricky saying that. We're going to start with the Doreen Virtue, Healing with the Angels Oracle, and we'll take it from there. Breathe. Hello, my angels and my archangels. Very intense time the past 24 hours. Thank you for your help. So please, 1 card in clarity, please, for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius. What do you got for them? What is the healing angel, right? It's healing with the Angels Oracle. So what is the angel that they can be healing with this new moon to full moon next May to June 2020? New beginnings. Now, I just want to let you know the Libras also got this card, New Beginnings. So if you have any planets or in Libra, or are dealing with anybody with any kind of Libra stuff going on, you might want to check that out. New beginnings for a new moon is sort of on the nose, right? It is a new moon in Gemini, but certainly that means that you can change the way that you think in a way that sees things as fresh and new. Getting a hit here to check in with your child archetype, the inner child, if you want to call it that, because in its light side, it always sees things with fresh eyes. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a winding road. We get a little bit closer. You know that, Capricorns. Step by step, slow and steady wins the race. But really make sure that that child feels safe, because I've been saying this for decades. If the inner child feels safe, it's up for anything. It sees everything as a new beginning. If the inner child doesn't feel safe, you could take it anywhere. It won't have a good time. It'll be terrified. You could take it to the happiest place on earth and it won't be happy, right? So keep that in mind. A new beginning here for you. And I mean, who's feeling safe 24/7, right? So inner child work, inner child care, I think it should be called at this point. But that new beginnings is pretty on the nose. And also check that Libra stuff, because they got it too. I write down all the angel cards here as I go, because those are the ones I'm putting in the titles this time around. Let's ask the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the voices of the goddesses, shall we? Nice deep breath. My goddesses, please, Persephone, in particular, you who are still in your spring maiden phase, please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May to June 2020. No, that's two. Just one, please. What have you got for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this new moon to full moon next? Okay, this card has come up as well. I forget which reading. But the Seven of Cups, in this deck called jealousy, but not always necessarily jealousy, so much as it is an emotion affected very much by a pattern of thinking. If you go back to the Rider-Waite Tarot, most decks are based on it. This one is not. You see those castles in the sky, they call it, those chalices, those cups in the clouds, each with a different thing that we think will make us happy, right? Now, the thing about that is that can have emotional attachment, right? There was this book that I had back in the 80s that used that card as a way to meditate upon it to help heal addictions, right? Particularly drug and alcohol addiction at the time, but really it went into that spiritually, that card really is a way of looking at the things we think will make us happy, that we chase and chase and chase, that when we see somebody else have them, we can become jealous or worse, envious. Now, envy is the deadly sin of the third eye, and the holy grace, if you will, the virtue that heals that is the sacred grace of knowledge, and that's sacred knowledge, right? So I've been reading this wonderful book by Matt Kahn called Everything is Here to Help You. I highly recommend it. And he talks about jealousy as even one of those things that are here to help us. That what it often is a deeper intuition that those very things that we see other people have that we feel jealous about, if this is jealousy or if it's just emotional upset, because you look at the card, she ain't happy, right? Spilling her martini glasses. She never want to do that. It's martini, for God's sake. Because it's how dare, when's it my turn? Well, your turn is coming. There's an intuitive impulse there that's saying that it's on its way. So embrace those feelings, just don't act on them, right? And and this is what I've done for myself. I go, wow, I guess I really, really wanted that more than I realized, right? Even if it's just that subtle, like, you know what I mean? That sort of like, oh, nice for them, right? I mean, obviously that's the ego, not the soul, but that needs more love, not less. It just need not be acted upon. And it is saying, and that is very connected to the inner child too. The inner child is the one that gets jealous. It's like, well, how come they get to have that? When do I get mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? That's not fair. Anytime you hear not fair, usually that's the inner child. So we've got a little bit of a theme here coming, but with a new beginning, really keep in mind that if you're feeling that, it might be that it's getting closer, it's coming into your energy field, to give that a voice. But remember, that can be an inner voice, right? You don't have to say it to the person. You don't have to put it on blast all over social media. But often those voices of shadow just want to be heard, just want to be acknowledged, just want to be loved. And that will bring that Seven of Cups into its next stage, right? Into the Eight of Cups. Moving on. Let's see what the angels, gods, and goddesses oracle has to say. Now, this is a very direct deck. I like it a lot. I haven't used it in every single reading, but I like it. There are three suits: the angels, the gods, and the goddesses. Let's see which one you get. Nice deep breath, my caps. And I'm hearing from them, they're saying Capricorns are usually so diligent and hardworking that when they see somebody get something effortlessly, they're like, how, like, even if you already have it, you're like, how come they got that so easily? I had to, like, plant an acorn and water it for decades before I got my oak tree. And, like, they popped it in the ground, and 2 days later, poof, they got everything they wanted. That's not fair. I can feel that. I get that. I'm an earth sign. I work really, really hard. Check out Matt Kahn's work. His second book is really, really good. His third book is great, but his second book I'm really getting a lot out of. Everything is Here to Help You. Breathe. My angels, gods, and goddesses, please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video from this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, please? What have you got for them? An oracle message from the angels, the gods, or the goddesses this new moon to full moon next. The angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. So what if this isn't jealousy, but it's sadness? Remember, like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So maybe there's a spectrum there of emotional upset. And certainly jealousy tends to be a little bit more fire. Sadness tends to be a little bit more water, right? But they're all in the emotional field. So that the angel of healing is there, and maybe it's a new beginning of healing, and I love that. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. And what they just said to me was like, yes, and underneath all sadness is that impatience, and underneath all jealousy, underneath that is impatience, and underneath that is sadness. So, you know, like anger, for example, and frustration is usually a compensation for a feeling of powerlessness, which is often because of a wound, a loss, a sadness, a grief, right? So look, in this time that we're in, where all of our boundaries have had to be intensified, and you know what I'm talking about. It's just I'm not talking about it on YouTube. Plenty of places you can talk about that. But as a spiritual counselor and an intuitive, I know just empathically, we might not even just be feeling our own envies and jealousies. We might be feeling it for the people in the, nearby countryside. It doesn't matter. At this point, my energy field has gotten so large. I'm like empathing the tri-state area, it feels like, right? So to really call upon your angels, and the way that you allow the angels to do emotional healing work is for you to acknowledge, to respect, acknowledge, and welcome your feelings to come up, so that they can move through you into source. And the angels are responsible for clearing them out of your energy field. You just have to embrace and accept them. Now that's the thing, once we're identified with our emotions, it's really hard to do. I'm a sad person, I'm a jealous person. No, you're not even a person, you're a soul incarnate that's alchemizing lead to gold within your own energy field. Snap, thank you. I'm very Capricornian too, whoever that was. Ooh, let's ask your higher selves with the Whisper of Love Oracle what they got for you. This should be a doozy. They just sort of, they just taught you, didn't they? I'm not a medium. I'm a large. Breathe. I'm a rare. Please. The higher selves of all involved. Please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May, June. What you got for them? What is their whisper of love from their higher selves, fifth dimension and above? Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Now, mind you, that might not just be a relationship to another person. What is it that the jealousy, the sadness is about? Is there a transformation coming? Now, what I'm hearing is that if this is really sadness, sadness is about the ego dissolving and being integrated into the soul. That the ego is the most dominant dormant incubating part of the soul. It's the part the part of the soul that needed to go to sleep in order for us to come into this world and pretend that we're all separate from each other. That's why people who are really possessed by pain, right? They don't want to deal with it. They push it down, keeps the ego in incubation. When we love what arises, when we love our emotions without acting on them, inner child work is a brilliant modality, but certainly not the only one. You might want to try rebirthing. There's all sorts of like EFT, energy, the emotional freedom technique. There's so many different ways. Yes, traditional counseling and therapy, highly recommend it. But anything to look at your pattern in relationships need not only mean relationships with people. It could be a relationship with money, a relationship to drugs, a relationship to alcohol, your relationship to life, to God, to anything, right? It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. And you're a Capricorn. You're born from inner strength. And let's keep in mind, Saturn, your ruling planet, is going retrograde, so everything is probably slowing down. You're feeling lethargic. So even if the things that you wanted showed up right now, would you really have the energy to embrace them? Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. But take the time to rest and heal and look. Really go deeper, because the angels want to help you. And so what could be better then a healing mantra deck card from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. I love this deck so much. I've gotten such benefit out of these, and particularly because this is a new moon read, imagine taking whatever this mantra is and working it, starting at new moon in Gemini, which is kind of perfect for changing the mind, right? Mutable air. And doing that every day, a little bit or a lot of it as needed to full moon. It's definitely going to create some kind of healing change in your life. So let's ask the Ascended Masters, shall we? Nice deep breath. Let's ask them, my Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius. What is their perfect healing mantra for my Capricorns, please? This new moon to full moon next. Just one. Sometimes when I wash my hands before I do, I know we gotta be washing our hands every 10 minutes. It makes the cards a little odd. Yeah, no, still two. Please, just one, my Ascended Masters. Thank you! Sometimes you gotta say please. Did I say please? Let's see what you got. Grounding my energy. Perfect. Grounding my energy. Now, what did I say about that inner child? It is safe to be in my body. It is safe to be in my body. So maybe your dukes are up because you're not feeling safe. Maybe, well, boundaries are essential for where we are right now. But maybe that child is overwhelmed and you need to sort of relax and ground your energy, allow that ego to dissolve, whether through impatience, jealousy, sadness, grief, any of that, right? Feel those feelings, rest, allow your nervous system to sort of unravel a little bit so that more can come in. Grounding my energy, it is safe to be in my body. When your energy is grounded, you are no longer wrestling with the pain of the past or chasing after potential future outcomes. You dare to demonstrate your very best attributes and qualities, no matter how you are perceived or received by others. With your energy grounded, your mind can relax as your body becomes a more enjoyable environment to inhabit. This mantra is ideal for replacing compulsive thoughts, releasing addictive behavior, and finding stability. Really, really helpful. Really, really helpful for a new beginning where you might be dealing with all of these turbulent emotions inside of you. Maybe in those around you too that you might be empathing, right? So the angel of healing, the angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. And it's not like they're going to take off before it's done. So, just acknowledge them. How do you acknowledge them? Say, hi, this is how I'm feeling, and be in your feelings so that they know where to put the energy, so that you can look at your patterns in relationships, again, not just to people, maybe to places and things, and maybe there's your relationship with your own empathic skill, should you have that going on, with grounding your energy. It's safe to be in your body. This is a really good combo for 5 cards, a nice couple of pieces, clues, tips, hints, pieces of the puzzles here. So may the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to become the best that they can be this new moon to full moon next, as they get this new beginning, dealing with the turbulent emotions with the angels of healing as they look at their relationships, as they ground their energy, feeling safe in their body, relaxing, healing, allowing the ego to dissolve, be integrated into the soul, their nervous system to unwind so more of what they need can come into their experience for the well-being of all. May they be so blessed. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching, my Capricorns. Again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and hit that notification bell, because even on my days off, I'm going to have stuff scheduled to post for Saturdays and Sundays, because I need to balance myself out for my well-being and for the well-being of all earth sign that I am. I am a Virgo. We can serve ourselves into a fine dust. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next, my beloved earth sign brothers and sisters. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.